very passionate when I have a chance to speak about my relationship today with Jesus, because it wasn't always like that. For several years prior to 2017, the late fall of 2017, I was more agnostic than anything. I didn't want anything to do with Jesus or the Trinity. I didn't want to do anything to do with the church of my youth, the Catholic Church. And I lived that style of life for quite a few years. In the late fall of 2017, while I was on a trip to Ireland, I ended up in the hospital with a very serious illness. I had a major operation, and while I was recovering, a sweet sister approached me, and she asked me, did I wish to receive the Holy Eucharist? Now, I was prepared to say no. I don't believe in that. Never haven't for years. But the words that came out of my mouth were, no, sister, I can't, because I am not in a state of grace to receive Jesus. This gave me a hint inside that I did have faith. It was in there. I just didn't see the evidence. When I recovered, prior to that, I asked the sister, was there a priest in the hospital? And I'd like to speak to him. She made arrangements. A young priest came. I bared my soul to him, and I ended up going to confession to him. And at the end, when he gave me absolution, he said, Jesus has already forgiven you without my absolution. And he said, for your penance, rejoice and be glad. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I came back to the church of my youth, because that's where I needed to come. I came to St. Peter's Immaculate Conception, St. Peter's, which is now Our Lady of Guadalupe Parish. And fast forward ahead, I had the opportunity, my wife and I, recently in the early spring, or late spring, early summer, to take part in the Alpha Taster. And I found it was something that I really, really needed, because you see, after my experience in Ireland, I wanted more, and I kept wanting more. And when I would come to church, I still wanted more. And I started to feel selfish. Why, you got so much now. You didn't have it for many years, and now you want more? Well, at the Alpha Taster, listening to people all over the world speak about their experiences, some very similar to mine. And in the small group, speaking to fellow parishioners who shared their experiences and their strengths and their hopes with me, gave me the more I wanted. And I realized I'm not being selfish, because there's no limit as to what Jesus can give me. There's no limit to what Jesus can give us. And in the Alpha program, I realized that it was okay to want more, because Jesus wanted to give me more. I grew up in a parish, or I grew up as a young boy, where they spoke more about a punishing God in hell than they ever did about a loving God in heaven. When I made my first communion, my grandmother gave me a prayer. And she said, say this after every time you receive the Holy Eucharist. And it was just the opposite of what I was hearing. And I say that prayer today, although I tucked it in a drawer for many years. And that prayer simply begins with, behold, O kind and sweet Jesus. Contrary to what I was hearing. So if you have a chance to come to Alpha this fall, I would highly recommend it. There's no musts. Your own experiences, your own strengths may help somebody like me. I know in the Alpha Taster I was helped a lot. I got the more I wanted. And I'm going to take part, my wife and I, in the upcoming one also, because it's going to be, there's going to be people there that probably walked a path I walked. So give it some thought. The invitation is out to you. We are a parish, and we are a wonderful parish, and we got to grow. And we can grow through Alpha and from learning. And God bless you, and thank you for listening to me.